So hi there, how you doing? Close to 12 noon, India midweek. This is Jasin Kapani, the founder CEO of I'm Decor Design. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions. So you better take care. Keep close to the sun and nature and stuff, and look after yourself because the weather is changing, and I find people getting throat issues and stuff like that, and cough and cold, etc., including people like me and stuff. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm just chilling and I'm relaxing. So, hope you're having a good day at the onset. Here, to the first cup of coffee. As you see, I've not slept very well because I was still, tossing in my bed and stuff. And I had an option. I would either switch on Facebook or switch on social media and research on it, or get occupied on it, or get busy on it and stuff and all that. And I could either read a book or listen to some music and stuff. Okay, so I did nothing of that. All I did was just tune into some musical videos online, and then I just slept peacefully and stuff. So from last night I'm inspired. How many times have I woken up, and how many times have I slept thinking I'm going to log into my phone, and I'm just going to fall asleep and stuff like that. And does being on the phone really mean that you've officially started your day? Because I find many people who log in, they just wake up and they're in their phone. Does a day start like that? Does it professionally and personally mean your day is started? Well, why am I sharing all of this? I'm sharing all of this because a smartphone has become a necessity in today's date, and time and stuff. But is the smartphone a good gadget to be in the hands of children and stuff? So on the TV, there are debates and discussions. India has not reached that point of having a national strategy in place on controls of content being viewed and shared and stuff. And it seems like two states have already gone ahead and they've banned usage of phones for children below 16. So there have been lots and lots of sessions like these over the years that I've been a part and parcel of, and there was one in particular that I remember, which was organized by uh, PhD chamber. This was with the Ministry of broadcasting and affairs and stuff and all that. It's been, I think, about 8 9 years, and I was a part of that. One of the speakers was Mr. Sandeep Marwa as well. And then there were lots of known people. There was a gentleman, Mr. Mike Berry from Walt Disney. There were ministers and other people and stuff. And we were in a thought exchange and a thought, I thought there was this thing about whether like fake news and quality of content should social media will also be banned. In continuation to the one at PhD, we had a second one as well, and this was where the concern about children had become important, and this was the OTT. Should children be allowed to have access to OTT and stuff? And my point was, when children are away to somebody's house, they can always log in. So your controls have to be really strong. And if you give a phone to someone, you can't control a child unless and until your phone doesn't have access to apps and social media and stuff. It's just a calling phone, right? So there's an article today in the paper. This is about smartphones in classrooms. Over the last 15 20 days, I've been watching the news, and there is a speculation, or there's a discussion and a debate going on whether smartphones should be banned. I've already informed you, certain states have already done it. But what do these people have to say? Some of the experts from schools and everywhere have the same concern as me, and we think the same, that a cell phone is also helping you grow information, absorb, learn, get exposure to new cities, cultures. There's so many prodigies that we have. There's so many intelligent children that we have. I think I've personally met a few of them all across the world and stuff. So not having a phone for them would not be a great idea. So if we can think neutral and we can think balance, that should solve the problem and address the problem, which is strict supervision with a phone. I feel these are my thoughts now. A strict supervision at home or anywhere with the parents, and a phone which does not have access to too much of social media. In school, I believe any which ways, certain schools or most schools, what you could do is take away your phones and not let them be on the phone. The phone is only given to them when they are finished off with their curriculum and their studies and stuff. After that is the question, when they are with their phones, they go back home, what do they do on the way and stuff. That's just something which is responsibility required to be taken in. Many years back, I was very zapped and surprised that you have geniuses and innovative people like Mark Zuckerberg and other people who've given you apps, not from this point of view that they would be so much of stuff they'd have to cope with and deal with and stuff, and people are going to misuse it. They come up with this thing about giving you a platform or a forum to engage in, to talk in, to share in, to do your marketing at, to connect with people. And of course, the larger picture is digital works and stuff and all. So the point is, what's the solution to this? So let me read it out to you. What some people and I have to say. So students deposit their phones, which I've already shared, and the Delhi High Court is ruling out in March that schools are pointing out that schools must educate students on responsible usage on online behavior, digital manners, etiquettes, ethical use of smartphones and gadgets and stuff, which makes complete sense. And students should be counseled for high level of screen time and social engagement, where they can be, they can have anxiety, they can have attention span shortage, they can have cyberbullying, and they can have people stalking them, uncles and aunties, and there's so many things these days. Even people like me got stalked. Women are stalking women, and men are stalking women and stuff. So that's pretty possible, and it can have a negative effect on the learning and the mental health of a person. So, what should be the solution? The solution is that always a good idea to have a neutral stance where there is a emphasis of dialogue between teachers, parents, and students and stuff. Uh, I've come up with something else that if you have a problem with Instagram, or if you have a social media platform offered to you, maybe somebody can innovate and come up with an Instagram specifically for children. Uh, child savvy digital forums where at least this point of children's education, learning, trying to identify, how the world functions and stuff, is all designed and developed from a child's point of view. So you can have a certain age limitation on that, not more than this. Above adults can go onto social media. Below that, it's their own world. And if there are apps like that, I'm not aware of it because I don't go on these, neither do I have children and stuff. But what came to my mind was, rather than this extreme action, maybe conceptualize, innovate, and present an app which is only, like I said, children savvy. It's from their point of view, creativity, ideas, innovation, prodigy, Guinness Book of Records, books, um, fashion and culture and education and sports and stuff. You have to have stronger controls and something which is focused only for children. So, how do you like this idea? I've not shared this anywhere because I didn't think of it from this point of view. Because we were only doing something on controls and quality of content and stuff. But now that I see that every second channel is talking about it, parents are also kind of wanting their children to be on social media. But leaders and ministers feel that an extreme step in certain countries might help. We don't know what is the level of problems and stuff. So at least in our country, we could probably have a rule which is on a neutral stance and stuff, and imposing a ban. Well, you can try it and see how it works for a bit and stuff, but maybe your cyber bully and your crime teams have to be pulled up and stuff, and maybe you can just have a focus app or a focus social media for below 18 or between 12 and 16 or whatever, and that could be a solution for this. So tell me your thoughts. jkapani@gmail.com, justinkapaniof@gmail.com, justinkapaniof@gmail.com. So आपने कॉफ़ी पी ली भी? Yeah. So this is a quick cheers on a coffee. which is going to make you kind of keep your things under control. And if you want to avoid letting your children be on social media and stuff, that's also a great action or a plan. But have a chat rather than just being, um, too strict on them and stuff and all that, because it's always a good idea to be non-orthodox and to have a healthy chat and explain the reason why the children are being put through this and stuff, and parents need to have that talk as well and stuff. So hope this helps. Chekapani at gmail.com, I'm at gmail.com, office@gmail.com. Love and luck. Have a great day. It's a smartphone. Use it smartly. Use it sensibly. And if you find anything fishy and stuff, report it. Let your parents know. Let your teachers know. And there's also an age where children become a little more conscious about their bodies, and they're sharing pictures and videos on that. So maybe parents just don't need to think so much about Instagram, and leaders don't need to think about Instagram and Facebook. They need to think about the usage of applications like WhatsApp and picture exchange as well. And I've seen this happening in my neighborhood. Children, I talked to them during Corona and stuff, and an 8 to 10 year old girl had shared this with me. So it's not just about Instagram and Facebook. It's a bigger thingy, and the controls are with the parents and stuff. What you offer them, how lenient are you, how many applications are they using, what kind of content do they exchange amongst themselves when they're in a park or in a school and stuff. That's very important also to kind of take a look into and stuff. So cheers, have a great day, have a good day. This is not about any book, this is not about social, this is not about uh, interiors or entrepreneurship and stuff like that. This is about something which is going on, and school systems are definitely concerned about it and stuff and all. Okay, so love and luck and take care. Bye bye, cheers, and have a great day.